District of Columbia serves as a vital intersection between national policymaking and community issues. For over 40 years, the DC chapter of the Sierra Club has been committed to protecting and improving the environment in the nation's capital. With around 10,000 members and supporters, the organization has won countless of environmental battles, from saving our city parks to improving regulations. This organization is almost entirely powered by our incredible and diverse group of volunteers, many of whom participate in 4 committees: Smart Growth, Clean Energy, Clean Water, and Zero Waste.
So the Smart Growth Committee advocates for issues mostly around transportation, but also some land use issues around how they can impact climate change. So issues like increasing public transportation, more access to bike lanes, building more densely, that's the land use component of it, as well as electric transit. So the goal of the committee is really to advocate for public transportation and land use issues to reduce the effects of climate change. So specifically that means advocating for bike lanes, increased public transportation usage, electric transit, things like that allow people to not drive their cars. Come to one of our meetings, and we're really excited to have new people every time. And I think a great thing about our committee is that there's always action items afterwards, so people can come and they'll have something to work on before the next meeting, whether it's submitting a testimonial or writing a letter to a congressman.
So I'm the chair of the Clean Energy Committee, and what we do is we seek to promote energy efficiency and clean and renewable energy resources in the District of Columbia in order to reduce air pollution and to combat climate change. Last year, we helped get a very, very strong clean energy and climate bill passed by the DC Council, signed by the mayor and enacted into law, which raises the requirement for electricity in the District of Columbia to be all from renewable sources by the year 2032. So this year, we're looking for what are the next steps, and we have 2 very active areas of engagement. One is our Clean Transportation Subcommittee, where we've convened a group of our members to work for electrification of transportation, particularly electric buses, electric vehicles. Once our electricity is coming from renewable sources, that's the best place for us to power our vehicles as well. So there are many ways to get involved with the Sierra Club. We have hiking expeditions and all kinds of outdoor adventures that are a lot of fun, and they can all be found on our calendar on the DC chapter websites. If someone wants to get involved in the Clean Energy Committee, the best thing to do is to come to one of our monthly meetings and listen and see what interests that person. Clean energy is becoming more and more affordable, and in the long run it truly is more cost effective because you don't have to pay for the fuel. You have the sun, you have the wind, and we want to be sure to bring those benefits to everybody who lives in Washington and to reduce people's electric utility bills and ensure that Washingtonians from all walks of life can stay here in the city that they love.
So there's a lot of clean water initiatives through DC government, and the City Council takes up clean water initiatives on occasion. And we're talking about both natural waters as well as drinking water. So there's a need and an opportunity for preservationists and other natural area conservationists to participate in the legal process, the regulatory process, and we have filed comments on the sediment remediation plan for the Anacostia River. But now we've also been trying to raise awareness around flooding down around the Federal Triangle area and ways to remediate that flooding without doing a lot of heavy engineering. We've also been involved with advocating around funds made available for DC residents, low-income residents who've been unable to replace the lead lines to their homes.
The Zero Waste Committee does a number of activities. And we have subcommittees that do most of the work. So I chair a subcommittee that works specifically on commercial composting. But we also have subcommittees that do some excellent work beyond what I'm involved in. One of those is Straw-Free Committee. Some of the other great work that happens, that we have a newly formed schools committee, which is looking at how can we reduce waste, both recycling and composting. One of our goals on the legislative side, and that's also a very active place where we've been, is to try to reduce the amount of single-use packaging. We're also working very hard to ensure that the district has a pay-as-you-throw, so that means that the less waste that you produce, the less money that you pay for your garbage bill. The events, though, I think are really the place where we get together, so people have an opportunity to volunteer, to help sort waste. And there's no better experience of understanding the impact of waste and what it means to be zero waste than actually handling garbage directly.
If you're interested in joining one of these committees and playing a crucial role in protecting our future, go to sierraclub.org/DC/volunteer to sign up to get involved, because we need everyone to help us make DC an even better place to live, work, and play.